Hello and thanks for joining us on today the news here on Vanguard Live. I am Rolake Atemijo. It's a deep sorrow that we announce the death of the former Super Eagles goalkeeper and the 1994 African Cup of Nations champion, Peter Rufai, fondly known as Dodo Mayana. The news of Rufai passing was confirmed in a post on Thursday by the Nigeria Football Federation via its official X handle. Rufai made 65 appearances for the national team and was part of the golden generation that lifted Nigeria's second AFCON title in Tunisia in 1994. He also represented the country at the 1994 and 1998 FIFA World Cup tournaments. Your legacy lives on between the sticks and beyond. Rest well, Peter Rufai. Now let's get straight to the top stories of the daily, starting with Vanguard on the paper review. Vanguard is leading with ADC coalition, alliance of displaced politicians, says the presidency. We are undisturbed, APC reacts. It's a gathering of failed politicians that's coming from Wike. Only a formidable coalition can salvage Nigeria, says Peter Obi. Labour Party spewed over 48 hours ultimatum to Obi. PDP politicians leaving party carcass to Wike, cronies, says Billy Momodu. You can find that story on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. Wike declares end to Rivers crisis. And lastly on the Vanguard newspaper, Zenith Bank leads in Tier 1 capital for 16 years. You can find that story on page 19 of the Vanguard newspaper. The Guardian is leading with illusion of harmony when politicians unite in power pursuits, sound governance. Senate begins public hearing on constitution review in Lagos. And lastly, on the Guardian newspaper, 2027, I love Nigeria. Two other groups seek INEC registration as party. You can find that story on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper. And lastly, the Punch is leading with neck fallout. Warring PDP blocs reunite for 2027 showdown. Governors Damagum Saraki assert PDP unity, warn APC. Southeast PDP rejects Wike Ali's return. You can find that story on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Emergency rule. Tinubu may restore Fubara, Rivers lawmaker in July. And lastly on the Punch newspaper, APC NEC convenes July 24 to decide Gandude's successor. You can find that story on page 39 of the Punch newspaper. And that's all we have for the headlines of the dailies. Join us after the short brief for a brief analysis of some of the stories. Welcome back if you are just joining us. This is Today in the News on Vanguard Live. I am Rolake Ademijo. Let's get into our first stories. Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike has slammed the anti-Tinubu coalition, which on Wednesday took over the structure of the African Democratic Congress (ADC), describing them as a gang of failed and expired politicians. Taking on the coalition leaders one by one, Wike said they have nothing to offer to Nigerians. According to him, Senator David Mark wanted to be chairman of the People's Democratic Party but was resisted and has now gone to take that of the ADC. He said, I heard David Mark say they want to rescue Nigeria, that Nigerians are not happy. But this man was Senate president for 8 years and Nigerians were happy. There was no single project in Otupo, not one. It was flying with a helicopter to Otupo. Nigerians were not angry then, but they are angry now. He said Mark, as a leader of the PDP in his area, lost elections as his daughter, who ran under the All Progressive Congress, won to the House of Representatives. Amechi was minister. He took Chinese loans and made Nigeria so in debt to China. So Nigerians were happy then. When you were in power, Nigerians were happy, but the moment you are no longer in power, Nigerians are no longer happy. I saw Siraka. What happened to Air Nigeria? Nigerians were happy then. When they went to APC in 2013 and took over power, Nigerians were happy, but no longer happy today. Was it under Tinubu's government that banditry came? What is he doing to solve the problem he met? I read what Malami wrote. It was so shameful it was the AGF. What did he do? What was his contribution to resolving the security challenges? Tambuwal was speaker for 4 years. What did he do to make Nigerians not be angry? He was governor for 8 years. What did he do? What kind of politics are we playing? He queried. Wike added that the former sport minister, Bolaji Abdullahi, only moved to the ADC because he had fallen out with Godfather Senator Bukola Saraki. Except the only party today that can still challenge Tinubu is the PDP if they put their house in order. Our second story says Senate begin public hearing on constitution review in Lagos. The Senate leader, Senator Okoyemi Bamidele, APC Ekiti Central, has disclosed that the Senate will kick off its public hearing on the review of the 1999 Constitution in Lagos today. According to him, this is aimed at subjecting proposals for the creation of 18 additional local governments, establishment of state police, and far-reaching reforms of the electoral system, among others, to public discourse. Meanwhile, the Senate has also scheduled to simultaneously hold similar public hearings in other geopolitical zones across the Federation, with the expectation of Northwest. The postponement of the Northwest public hearing was due to the demise of Kano's prominent businessman and philanthropist, Alhaji Aminu Dantata, which occurred on Saturday. In a statement yesterday, Bamidele and Chairman Southwest Zone Constitution Review Committee reeled out the programs of the 2 day zonal public hearing, noting that the forum offers Nigerians the opportunity to contribute to thorny issues affecting the country's governance structure. So that will be all for today. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms displaying on your screen. And you can also visit us on our website www.vanguardngr.com. I am Rolake Ademuju. Have a lovely day.